Hello viewers and welcome to another session of Autodesk AutoCAD. Today we will learn how to create some spaces for doors in the project that we were creating in the last few sessions. We will also learn Union and Move command. So first we will access the file which was saved in the last lecture, that was lecture number 6. Once the interface is loaded, we can proceed further. First, let's create a rectangle, then we can press pull it. Now, if I want to create another shape, we can simply move on top of previously created 3D body like this and then create 2D surfaces on it. Then we can use the press pull command to make further 3D objects. Now AutoCAD will consider it as a one single body. If we try to move it, it will move together. However, if we have three different objects and we put them on top of each other, they will not be considered as a single object. Then we will have to use the union command. So let's create 2 to 3 objects. Here I have 3 random 2D shapes. I will use the press and pull command. Now it's time to place these bodies on top of each other. We can simply hold them and place them like this, or we can use the move command. We can also use these gizmo to move in either axis. Now you can see these are 3 different objects. If I try to move them, they will move. After doing union, now if I select one object and move, all of them will move together, like this one. So in this way, we can actually merge 2 to 3 bodies to react as one body or one object. We will use this concept when we will create the spaces for the doors, and then our walls and the spaces above door would be considered as one object. In top view, we can choose any layer and then use the rectangle command. Let's go with by default 0 layer, select rectangle and then create rectangles. Starting and ending points are quite obvious. We have to fill in these spaces. These are actually the spaces for the doors. We have few more spaces left. Let's complete them first. Then we will move them to the top as they are at the ground level, and then we can use the press pull command. Now we are done with the spaces. Let's see this southeast isometric view. First we will hide this object so that we can clearly see these spaces. Let's select all of these together. Once done, we can use the move command by simply pressing M or MOVE together and move them till this point. Again, we can select all of them as we have to extrude them. Once all of them are selected, We can either orbit or go to this southeast isometric view and give the extrude command. Now we have to specify a value. Let's say we give 48 inches, which is about 4 feet from top. It was total 12 feet or 144 inches, so we will have 8 feet for the door. Now we have to select all the door spaces. We want them to be the part of the walls. We can give them any other layer so that we can differentiate between wall and the space for the doors. But by the end of the day, our purpose would be to make a union and make it a single body. And in order to do so, we will choose the union command and then start selecting all of them one by one. You will see that after selecting, they would be highlighted, and then we can clearly see that these bodies are now selected, and in this way, we would be able to make a union of this entire body. Once done, we can press the enter key. Now the union is done and we can see this space is still empty. There must be a door here. So we have to repeat the same process. We will create a rectangle starting from this point up till here. Let's orbit it to have a fine view. Now we have to move it. So we will use the move command by pressing the key M on the keyboard. After that we will extrude it to further 48 inches or 4 feet. And once done, we have to make a union of this body with the previously created object. And here we go. Now we have this one complete body. In this way you can move it or perform any operation altogether in just one step. Once done, we can save the file as lecture number 7 because we were doing all of these changes in lecture number 6 file. Here you can see the file has been saved on the desktop, so you can save it in your preferred directory because we will access this same file in the next lecture. Let's call it a day. See you in another session. Till then, take care.